What's been your journey and transformation, and why is conferences and education so important for you?
First of all, I'm so grateful that I get to do this with you. So thank you so much for asking me. And I hope you heard I'm doing the breath work, y'all. I know if you heard the plies, it can get a little scary, but we're not going to do that at the conference, mostly because I want you to have that transformation as quickly as possible. So you have tools to go into the holiday season, into the new year and take with you. Um, and breath work can be something that's really useful in an instant moment. If you're catching yourself in that moment of having activation and you're like, how do I handle this? So I can't wait to do this with you guys. But my journey, I have to say, like, I am a learner. Thank you for saying that. I'm also activator is like my one of my top strengths. If I see something needs to be fixed, I need to figure out how to do that. So that's something I love to do. But what I also know is when you are in the moment with a big group of people, there is an energy, even if it's virtual, that just feels like a shared experience that you cannot actually let go of. And so it's really, to me, one of the best places to learn is to put yourself in this environment, in a space where there is a set time for it. So you can set the time aside to give to yourself versus if I read a book, I can get interrupted. I put it down. I find that like being in a conference, being in a group experience allows me to truly drop in, push everything out and really take in what is being taught to me for me.
Yeah, and I mentioned this, like, in the promo video for Unbroken like, I'm the kinda guy, like, if it is on my calendar, I'm gonna show up and I'm gonna do it 150%, but also I realize, like, there are massive interruptions that happen, and so that's why I always tell people, like, getting recordings, being VIP, having access to the information later, and especially things are gonna be so inspirational and educational, and think about what you're gonna be teaching there, and I can't help but think to myself, "There's no way I'm really gonna be able to associate that in at one time."
You're 100% correct, and I think also sometimes it takes some things a couple extra times to get it. So I don't know about you, but I'll learn something and I'll take notes, and then I go to repeat it for myself, and I can't really quite do it the same way. And so for live conferences, there's no recording. You're like, "What were my notes? I hope I took good ones." For this, what's so cool is that you can get the recordings, and so you can repeat what you learned in that session, and if you miss it, like, I really hope you can be there live because then you'll know what recordings you really wanna rewatch, but if you are going to miss the live, I hope that y'all are taking the calendar entry and putting it at a time you can watch it as close as possible so you can really get the energy and the transformation in the same week that everyone else is.